Now we will have closing remarks by UB President Salonen. Thank you very much. Please welcome President Salonen.
This is my first time to do this. Well, Dr. Adib and all members of the community and all students and friends. This is a touching occasion for me. And I've been touched by the things that I've heard you say, but I would add one thing. You talked about how meaningful it is for the MSA, Muslim Student Association, or for the greater Muslim community, but this is a very important and proud day for all members of the UB community. When you think about the diversity that we celebrate, one of the things that we have an opportunity to do as an academic community is to open our minds to learning, to new experience, and it helps us become richer in our own understanding of ourselves. Academic communities freely open themselves to knowledge because that's not only the orientation of the culture that they're in, but they know and they can see the benefits of becoming richer, deeper, and stronger. I've said to many students, we have so many Hindu students, Muslim students, Christian students. I don't have one Hindu who became a Christian or one Muslim who became a Hindu. But we have many students who learned to recognize and to respect the traditions that came from parts of the world that they weren't familiar with. People are usually only afraid of something that they don't understand. And so it's important to build bridges. When I was traveling with Abdul Shakur this summer, I tried to make the point in Egypt and in Jordan that in our mind, the political world has let us down worldwide. The leaders who should help us build bridges of friendship so that we can work on common problems of economic development, until all the people in the world are fed, until all of them have access to medical care, we still have a lot of work to do together. So we would expect our leaders to help us do that, but because of the nature of politics, very often it rewards them to promote our divisions more than it does to build the bridges. And the media follows the politicians. And so what does that leave? It leaves the academic community and the business community. Really, those two worlds can bridge the gap and to help build bonds of cooperation and understanding. We're committed to do that. So this mosque is not just a holy place for those students who come to worship here, but it's an opportunity to remind yourself that you have an opportunity to be an ambassador, to build a bridge. When you walk out the door, to gain respect and understanding by members of other communities. It may or may not be by talking about your religion. It may simply be by being the best in your class, the best on your athletic team, the nicest in the community, the most friendly, whatever it is. You have an opportunity to put the face of Islam in the minds of others in a way that will make them smile, in a way that will make them want to be close. And once we build those bridges, you can't forget it. And it's difficult for people to hate each other once they've learned to love each other. Now, marriage is notwithstanding. We're very proud of the diversity that we have. And I do not feel like the university deserves any praise for supporting the communities. We feel very proud that we have the opportunity to facilitate. After this After this program, we had a request from some of the Hindu students to make a temple. And as soon as we can find enough of a leadership in the community and we understand what's needed, we'll be happy to do that. Because we want to create the place where you can experience the world. We'll do everything we can. We're committed to that. Because we want to learn to become universal beings. Someone said UB stands for universal being. It can be. It can be if we decide to do that. I thank you all very much for your efforts. I want you to know that the university will not only always support you, more than that, we will promote you. And I only ask one thing, that you become the very best ambassadors for the MSA, for the university, and for humanity, as Dr. Adib said. It's actually easier. You've heard people say it takes less energy and fewer muscles to smile than it does to frown, and you can extend that in other directions. In closing, I want to say one more thing. There are many people to be thanked. There are many people to be praised, and I know I'm running the risk to overlook some important ones, but 3 people in this community have represented the needs of the Muslim students so effectively and so effectively and warmly that they've generated wonderful support and response. And I just want to credit them by name. Vice President Sow, Tariq Sow, Professor Alithi, and Abdul Shakur Abusni. Because of their leadership in the university, they automatically make everybody want to support the things that they're doing. So we're proud of what they've done. I hope someday soon we have to expand this because it's much too small. I tried to practice something in Arabic, and I think I'm going to skip it because I can't do it well. But please, for all the leaders of all the religions, you think about it, the nature of any religion is to recognize a creator, which means you don't put yourself at the center of the universe. So you automatically have adopted a humble position. If people don't have any religion at all, then they make the mistake of thinking that they're the center of the universe, and they're not very humble. So at the very least, let's work together to make the world a little more humble, a little more prosperous, and make success, not only for this masjid, not only for the UB community, but for all of our relationships throughout the world. Congratulations on this important day.
Thank you very much for this wonderful speech. I would like to introduce Professor Abdul Shakur and Dr. Sof to come on the stage just to give a small present from MSA student to President Salonen. Thank you very much. Dr. Khalid.
He got a good title as Vice President, but they weren't clear in the faculty council. And they thought maybe, that he's emperor.
Okay, let me read it. Neil Albert Salonen, in the name of the Muslim Student Association of the University of Bridgeport, we thank you and appreciate all the help and consideration you have given to the MSA students. Together we achieve better at UB November 21st, 2008.